visualization, relaxing to enhance your feeling of preparedness for learning. Settle into a comfortable spot. Allow your eyes to close and your breathing to become deep and rhythmic. Feel your neck relax. And as you listen in to the tones of my voice, your mind from the deeper places will be guided away from wide awake, alert conscious level into a relaxed and dreamy state that will allow you to settle deep towards the threshold of sleep. In this mind, your ability to remember and recall new information becomes activated and brings you back into the state of awareness where learning happens most effectively. When you resurface and awaken, you'll naturally and spontaneously remember all that you have heard. Today, we're going to open up the mind towards detecting your own motivations and building your awareness and sense of comfort in the classroom or whatever environment you study in. You're going to find that each aspect of your life, every category where you put your focus, spontaneously and naturally improves in ways you may have not expected. So open up your mind to those possibilities and believe. Let your goal surface in your mind. Create clarity and imagine that it is clear and real. Begin to step into this picture. Mentally construct what your eyes see, what your ears hear. Begin to feel all of the sensations of your body. And through this visualization process, you're going to build your rehearsed ability to believe whatever your imagination brings forward to you and increase your ability to tune into that picture in the future. It's a process of rehearsal. What I want for you is to allow relaxation to begin to really flow through the body. The deeper you relax, the easier your mind will grasp this learning state. So, when you're picturing yourself in the classroom or in your learning environment, see yourself with your shoulders rolled back and your chin tipped upward, with your ears alert to everything being said, scanning for keywords, phrases, picking up the emphasis and all of the relevant information quickly. Your unconscious mind is always scanning for what might be useful. How are you going to use this in the future? What might show up on an exam or other place of performance measures? Knowing that everything that you experience in these settings, every piece of paper that comes across your study goals will be uptaken and retained to use in the future, so that your subconscious mind's goal is to organize and structure that information so that it's available to you whenever you need to draw on it for exams or performance. Your unconscious mind will be able to present this to you immediately as a gift. So now drop your attention into your feet and your ankles. Allow, while still in this picture of the classroom environment, that your feet are on the floor, firmly on the ground, pulling up information from the earth below you. Your subconscious mind is easily absorbing, picking up information, just like water is drawn into a sponge. Everything is beginning to bloom in your mind. Whatever is on the board, whatever is spoken, whatever is in the slides, the homework assignments, your unconscious mind is allowing this information to drop into place in files in your mind so that you can relaxedly draw on it at any time that you need it in the future, whenever it's required the most. Begin to feel that relaxation response, which is completely unique to you. In your body, you may sense a sensation of lightness, You may feel a weight or heaviness, or a tingling moving up or down limbs or the spine. Whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, allow that information to become useful to you. That sensation will move as relaxation through the feet of the calves into the shins. The more relaxed you become, the more alert and aware your mind will become. You'll find yourself restful, capable of scanning your environment and pulling everything that you need in with your curiosity completely activated. Your unconscious mind is picking up this information and tucking it away. Every detail, every piece of information, every vocabulary word will be available to you for perfect recall when you surface. Without knowing exactly how or why, your mind will begin to organize it for you. Even now, you can pull up a picture of being a small child and beginning to learn perhaps the alphabet, scanning the letters. You might remember the sensation of attempting to discern between letters such as P or Q, but with practice, your unconscious mind began to pick up the differences between these letters and to even string them into words to be ready for you at any time. When you're finding that the unconscious mind is assimilating and organizing this information in a relaxed, comfortable, and easy fashion, the same way that the 75 trillion cells of your body operate without your ongoing instruction, without your especial noticing, your unconscious mind is organizing and directing information to be available to you to achieve the goals that you have set. Setting these goals allows the unconscious mind to move toward accomplishing them for you. Allow that sensation of relaxation to continue traveling up your knees, your thighs, and your hips. Any tension or strain, any sense of fog or confusion or resistance to learning begins to dissolve and let it go. In this space, you're able to focus on relaxing, to acknowledge the power of your mind and the extraordinary, limitless range that it can achieve. Just practice this with your mind, such a device of computation and organization that will allow you to remember everything that you see and hear, and most importantly, the experiences that will mean the most to you. Through testing situations, written or oral challenges, you're going to find improvements as soon as you surface. Some of these improvements will immediately take place. When your feet hit firmly on the ground in the morning, you'll be rested, relaxed, and comfortable. After all, dreams will come to you about solutions to your problems. Dreams about school and your goals for learning will suddenly be available and surfacing through your nighttime mind. You will awake to excitement and a positive sensation, fun. And allowing this to happen will not require your direct attention. So now let your attention drift into your hands. Notice hands, wrists, forearms, and elbows. Your upper arms and shoulders, lifting the weight of all of the tension, all of the previous concerns from your shoulders. Feel all of the weight of previous attempts to try and push information into your body, and begin to let that roll down your arms and your outer elbows. Let it just fall off of you. This is your opportunity to let go and restructure your learning experience. Put that in the past. This is a new opportunity to organize the history of your life, to set new goals, and to experience your learning environments with a completely new confidence. Your memory will structure itself around all that you hear, all that you experience. It starts with the thought flowing freely into your body as a felt sensation. and it will show up in the scores of your tests and other indicators of your learning achievements. I'm not sure what type of improvement will make the most sense to you, but picture that clearly, looking forward to the period of grading or report card feedback, and notice in your mind's eye that the improvement is so significant that you can begin to feel pride. Imagine holding that proof of your achievement and breathing. You will be breathing when you finally discover the strength of your powerful mind. Imagine what you will say to yourself in your inner voice as your shoulders roll back and your chin tips upward for you to fully accept and register the truth of the power of your own mind. Be there in this picture and allow it to become bright and brilliant, colorful in your mind's eye. Set this goal and clarify it. Make it more specific, more measurable. Make it more realistic. And place it on the timeline of your life so that it appears the next time that you are receiving information about your progress. The memory of the imagination of the goal pops easily into your mind as soon as you receive it. Imagine holding it in your hands now and practice again, noticing your breath, noticing the way your heart is beating. Your heartbeat is controlled by the unconscious parts of your mind. It's your mind listening, comprehending, and using every piece of information connected into your heart. And the more you relax, the more easily this information will flow into your mind in the classroom and study environments. You'll find it improving the way you approach your homework, the way you relay the new ideas you're acquiring with people you are connected with, classmates and friends. There will be other improvements in your life that you never dreamed possible with internal resources you didn't even know you had, triggered through the learning experience, so that every day you'll be organizing these new goals and unconsciously programming yourself to achieve them. And as this becomes true, notice your chest, abdomen, and back relaxing. Notice the deep level of relaxation with each breath that you take. Notice how natural it is that each time you exhale, the body goes loose, limp, and relaxed, balancing itself evenly for you. And from that state of balance, with this improvement in your own thoughts, you'll be able to drop into a level of integrity. Any negative thoughts, any oppositional beliefs or restricting concepts that you had about yourself now dissipate and dissolve into a fog and blow away. Evidence will appear in your life to convince you that every day improvements are mounting better and better than the day before. Again, the weight of the past and previous attempts rolls down off of your shoulders and off of your arms. Notice your head and neck continuing on in relaxation as you focus, achieving whatever you set your mind on inside of school or academic opportunities. Imagine that you're there. You've accomplished the goal. A year from now, your improvements in school are so accelerated that your extracurricular opportunities are opening up. You're improving in school and education to the level where awareness of your mind and other goals just continues to accelerate. Take a moment in the time that you are there in this imagination and in all of your classroom environments, starting first thing in the morning and moving through each class. Picture yourself sitting comfortably in the place you have chosen ahead of time, your shoulders rolling back and your chin tipped comfortably upward. Before the class even starts, you scan the room. You notice as you scan the room for anything that is different, anything odd or unusual, anything that stands out as new information that will help you organize the incoming data, the topic of the day. Whatever comes to mind as you sit there comfortably, you start in the center of the room and you simply imagine your awareness expanding so that as you listen, comprehend, and utilize the information in the classroom for the day, the files of your mind are automatically setting you up for perfect recall. Taking this information will become as natural to you as your breathing, as unconscious as your heartbeat. Your first goal of the day will be to listen, understand, and utilize your mind in its full power. Then, you will set your goals in order, interacting in the classroom. Perhaps you will set the goal to ask 1 to 3 questions in any given class you attend. The more questions you ask, the smarter you're going to become. So you will ask questions, you will gather clarifying information, and you will discover that asking questions allows you to take control of your learning environment. Because learning is becoming deeply important to you, you're going to ask the right questions in the right order, with a sequence that allows you to organize and understand. Even if your questions aren't answered, you'll find that every opportunity to practice question asking allows your assertiveness and your sense of confidence in the classroom to improve and accelerate. You simply walk up to the instructor or to another student and ask them to explain any missing pieces. In the explanation, you will continue to clarify in your mind, process it through your thoughts, and most importantly, anticipate that information in the days, weeks, and months to come. You're learning to categorize and organize information so that you can set goals for that information and use it easily upon awakening. Now, imagine moving through each of your classroom experiences. Rehearse your picture of your instructor, your teacher. Imagine the information moving through your mind into your body, allowing your mind to pull information from the instructor's voice and movements in a way that you never before accessed. Imagine that they're communicating directly with you. Then, when you're reading a book or taking part in a lecture series, the information is flowing from a conscious level of awareness into your unconscious mind, organizing and filing that information in a relaxed way at a high power. And in every day, in every way, your ability to learn continues to improve. These improvements will be experienced and heard from all the others, feeding back your performance in the world around you. You'll be fascinated by the shifts in how comfortable you are speaking up, communicating, and biting off goals, achieving in ways you hadn't yet dreamed possible. Imagine yourself there 1 month from today, and something wonderful has happened to you through the education process. Imagine that you're there and you own the information. Imagine that you're seeing through your own eyes. Imagine that you're hearing through your own ears. Imagine that you're sensing and feeling, expecting change. Every day, in every way, you're getting better. Imagine that you begin to write down your goals, and as you think of them, you allow the goals to be written in your mind and then flow freely through your pen, writing them down on a piece of paper, or perhaps typing them into a device. It's perfectly natural to write down goals, to clarify those goals continually, and to achieve many of them daily. You're going to write the goals as if you've already achieved them, stating them in the first person so that every day, in every way, you will own them. You will embrace them, accept them, and become a part of your goals. So, imagine in your mind's eye that schooling is complete, and just for a brief moment, set a goal for your life. No matter how young you are, imagine yourself there 5 years from today, and you've done it. You've accomplished whatever you needed to accomplish. You're there. You're achieving your ultimate end game, whatever that is for you. For some, it could be becoming a medical doctor. For others, it could be a lawyer. For others, it could be a creative pursuit, artist or musician. Whatever it is that you choose to be, imagine that you're there now and you've accomplished all of the small steps between you and your goal. Imagine setting a goal on that unconscious level for what you want in the future. Imagine where you might choose to live, and allow your mind to really carry itself away with this visualization. There is no rule and no set limit on what picture you can put into your mind. The limits are only placed in consciousness. So take the purpose of the creative visualization and relaxation process to unlock your potential, eliminate limitations, and move freely and easily by setting goals for learning success. Imagine that you're driving the type of vehicle that you would most enjoy driving. Imagine yourself sitting behind the wheel, reaching out, grabbing hold of the steering wheel, and having such a pleasant time driving it, putting your favorite music, blasting out of the perfect speakers, and enjoying yourself so much because you have learned to use your mind to make choices in your life that are organized, productive, life-giving, and forgiving. Imagine yourself surrounded by wonderful people that you get along with, family, friends, co-workers, in ways that you never dreamed possible. You become likable because you begin to love, appreciate, and honor yourself. Imagine that you're there in the future. You've accelerated through your entire education process in a way that was comfortable and relaxed for you. You put in the time studying. You found ways to enjoy reading, learning, and consuming all of the information that you needed to build into your own understanding. And every day, in every way, your desire to learn improves. In fact, from this time on, it will seem as if you just can't get enough learning. That learning fills something deep, deep within you. The more you read, the more information you gather, the better you feel. The better you feel, the easier it is for you to set goals and to achieve them as soon as you like. From here, I want you to take a mental vacation in the future. A future, perhaps a year, perhaps 5 years, even 10 years into the future. You're there, and you're doing something that you're going to really enjoy. Step into that future and take a mental vacation. This is a future where all of your goals have come to pass as reality. You've done it. You're mentally seeing through your eyes. You're mentally hearing through your ears. You're sensing and feeling with your body. I want you to be there now. There's nothing that really needs to be done, and no place you really need to be. When you next hear my voice, a decision will be made if this is a time and place where you need to be awake, alert, and conscious. And you're going to follow my voice and return back into the room. But if you're listening to this visualization process at a time and place of sleep, you'll continue your journey into the deepest realms of sleep, into a realm known as deep, deep delta sleep, where you will carry each and every one of your goals into the other than conscious part of your mind. There they will be planted. Like seeds of greatness, they will sprout forth new behaviors, new attitudes, powerful, positive beliefs that will show up in the days, weeks, and months to come. If this is a time when you need to sleep, remember you're simply going to continue your journey into the deepest realm of sleep. When you next hear my voice, an hour of relaxation time will occur. You will follow the instructions and remain relaxed and comfortable. Each time that you close your eyes with the intention of going into these creative visualization and relaxation states, you're going to go further. Each time you're going to find, upon awakening, your memory, your concentration, your ability to learn and recall information is only going to improve with time. Each and every time that you relax and acknowledge the power and resources of your mind, improvements will be made. Improvements that will be verified in the classroom. From here, if you're listening at a time of sleep, you have already begun your journey into the deepest realm of sleep, where the information will be planted in the fertile soil of your other than conscious mind. The changes will play back as new behaviors, positive attitudes, and profound beliefs upon awakening. You're listening at a time and place where you need to be awake, alert, and completely conscious. And what I'd like you to do is imagine that you're there. It's the end of your current term or school year, and you're looking over your grades. You've done it. You've achieved a level of success you never thought possible, with internal resources you didn't know you had, triggered by the power and resources of your own mind. So, if you don't mind, what I'd like you to do is step into that experience. Imagine the accomplishment of this goal, and you're there, perhaps having a casual conversation with a family member or friend. Imagine that you're accepting the result of this goal. Step into it, breathe it into being, and when you're willing to do the work that needs to be done upon awakening, so that not only setting goals but accomplishing them becomes more fun than you ever dreamed possible, then, and only then, will your eyes open. And when your eyes open, you will at that moment be wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than ever before. And this is so.